This is so delayed. I know. I know. But the reality is, between a full time job and juggling my personal life, this unintentionally got knocked down a few pegs on my priority list. But we're here now, fall time. The season where I swung between feeling joyous to feeling nothing. The season where I felt sleepy and uninspired, but still tried to make intentional choices where I could to get out of it. The season where towards the end I started binging TV shows, and I have never been into TV shows, to try to distract myself from my reality. The reality that I am hiding from myself. I am making myself feel small in hopes that feeling small will equate to feeling less. The reality is, this season confused me. Between facing my struggles with wedding planning after being adamant that I don't want to be defined by it, to then some professional setbacks and falling off of my sleep and workout routine. But in between, I found pockets of peace with nature, friends, and my family and fiance. It was turbulent, but also fun and eventful, with the slowness of winter looming upon us now. In the quiet and stillness of it, I know what I have to do next to feel like I'm not at war with myself. And that is cultivate and pour back into my creativity. And this is step one. So let's get into this fall vlog without any more delay. Going to my first fit. Let's go. Okay, I just made it to my first stop. I'm doing two bridal shops today. The first one is literally an hour away from where I live, and it's a small town. And the reason I picked the spot is honestly because the reviews were really solid about the lady who owns it. It is a small boutique, and my thing is, I don't want to overwhelm myself. I know what kind of a dress I want. It's on the simpler side, and I'd rather go somewhere where they have a good atmosphere and it feels comfortable, or just has a pleasant energy. And let's see how this fitting goes. I did come alone for the first one, and then my mom and sister are gonna come to the next one later this afternoon. And the reason is I kind of just wanted to see what it's about. I've never been to one, and honestly, this whole concept of weddings, like, I'm more excited for the marriage portion than the wedding. And the reason is, like, I think because everything is wrapped up in and packaged in terms of how everything should look, what emotions you should be feeling, who you should be sharing it with, like, I mean, outside of your partner. It's a lot. It's kind of draining to think about, and it's also really overwhelming because the reality is I don't have a big group of like women or even like elderly women who I can rely on like near me, because a lot of like the family I respect is not local to me. So it's just like when I think about that, and term in terms of the hallmark ideas that were sold, it is a little bit depressing, and it's hard not to get caught up into it, and I'm trying not to, which is why I am alone at my first bridal appointment, because I think I need to do this alone just to sort out my emotions, because I think the whole concept of how this happiness is, like, it almost feels like the happiness only exists if you do it in the correct steps as what the hallmark presentation is. And if it's not like that, then something's lacking, or there's a gap in terms of your happiness or your life. And that's just a really depressing thought. And I'm not someone who like generally falls into the status quo of all that stuff, which is why this is a little alarming that these emotions are bubbling up. But I think to a certain extent, the whole process of wedding planning also brings up some family dynamics that are uncomfortable, whether it's extended family or family you haven't seen in a while. And making space and peace with that it does take effort. And because this is the beginning stages, I think it's a lot of emotions as well as just reminders or like the past bubbling up, and it is an unpleasant feeling, and I'm trying to be mindful that the past is in the past and this is what matters. But this also feels like a very adult thing to do, which is kind of jarring because I still feel 16 in my head, so I don't know what I'm doing at a bridal shop shopping for a dress. It's a little bit bizarre, but let's do this. Let's see how this goes. So okay, just got home from work. Honestly, moving on because we're not even gonna dabble into that. So it's almost end of September, and I'm gonna jump right into the whole wedding planning situation. You know what's really annoying? When vendors don't put their pricing on the actual website in terms of transparency. Because even if I like your work, even if I like your photography, videography, whatever it is, if you don't have the pricing listed on your website, and on top of that, if I reach out and you tell me, like, actually, don't even tell me, just say, where's your venue? Your cut. I don't care how good your work is, because that shows me, like, yes, like, obviously pay for work, but this is like taking advantage of a situation. And also, like, I'm not down for the whole bridal tax. I think it's so stupid. I think some of these things are so overhyped. It's actually wild. Like, yes, it's a great milestone. It's the biggest milestone. It's probably like one of the biggest milestones you'll ever have, but this pressure that's put on the women to kind of like view it as the most important day in their lives is crazy to me. Because what about my career? What about the biggest day in my career? What about the biggest day in just like my own intrinsic interests, or like just my other things, right? There's so much more. Like, obviously every person is multifaceted, but to put that much pressure on just like one gender is crazy. And this industry definitely, the wedding industry, I mean, definitely preys on the woman. Because tell me also why just regular veils are over $1,000 and all that stuff. Y'all are crazy. That's all I gotta say. And don't even get me started on South Asian makeup artists. You guys are not. You know what? I'm gonna save this rant for a different time, because I think I'm gonna be a little bit too unfiltered right now, which might not be the best thing to be. But yeah, just want to show my little fit. Jeans are Gap, belt is Gap. Actually, this tank top is also Gap. I'm fully gapped out. But yeah, other than that, it's going okay. Venue shopping is going to begin in a few weeks, and then I'm also having my sister take some preliminary e-shoot photos just so we can have some pictures for like save the date and stuff like that. Um, what else? I'm going to be talking more about my feelings around this another day, because I also have to get back to work soon. I'm on my lunch break. Um, but yeah, I said yes to the dress. I don't think I ever updated about that. After I think I got really, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself and the whole concept of how it's supposed to be and how it's supposed to feel and look in terms of having other people involved, like in my initial video. The first store, the dress, there was one dress that I liked, but like on paper, it was perfect in terms of what I was looking for, but there's just something where it wasn't hitting. And then the second store I went to, which was in downtown, actually, the first dress I tried on there, which was so different from what I thought I was looking for, is the one that I ended up loving. So I said yes to the dress, literally then and there. I did try on other dresses at that store afterwards, but I kept going back to that one, and it's just, when they say when you know, it's kind of one of those situations. So I did say yes to the dress, and it's totally different from what I thought I would be getting. I'm kind of nervous to see how it's gonna look once I get it tailored to my height and all that stuff. So I don't know. I really loved it, and it felt like the dress when I tried it on at the store for sure. And then what else? I have my wedding outfit jewelry all like set and ready to go, so like that's done. My wedding sari blouse is getting made in India. I found this lady on Reddit essentially, so I am taking a risk, but she seems responsive, which if you're brown, you know, is already a big deal when it comes to Indian vendors. Like it's not a thing that is kind of rewarded or even the norm. They're usually very like, they're not responsive, especially once they get the money, whereas this lady is responsive. So I hope the blouse turns out okay. I'll get it in around a month's time, or a little bit less than a month. And then I still have to get my reception lehenga made. Probably gonna do a lehenga. I went back and forth between wanting to do a gorgeous dress, like a backless or a low back dress, halter situation, but I think I'm gonna do a lehenga. And then I also want to switch into a dress on the dance floor afterwards. So that's kind of what I'm feeling. That way I hit like a sari, a Christian wedding ceremony dress, then a lehenga, and then like, you know, I get all the outfits out of my system. But the prices are outrageous. Tell me why this stuff is $5,000 for a lehenga. I'm not paying that. So I'm gonna try to figure out creative ways around that in terms of finding someone who does it for either cheaper or just changing up the design so it comes out to be a little bit less. And then those are all the updates on that front for now. I'll probably go into more detail in the October vlog, but other than that, things are just kind of stagnant where they don't need to be, because I am trying to figure out a solution for my own professional life, and that is very stagnant. And I think that's also one of the reasons why I'm kind of like irked out. Like, it's an ick to me that people like glorify the wedding day so much when there's so much also other things to be celebrated or look forward to in life equally, such as like professional development or professional achievements. I think those are so important for your own like self-worth, right? But that's not to say that the wedding day isn't also very important. I think I'm just really against the marketing aspect of it, and all of it just seems like a big marketing bubble. And it is. Let's be real, it is. It at a certain point, it starts to feel less about the ceremony or the vows or the union and more about the display, and I'm trying to mitigate that as much as possible where I can. So I'm trying to stay very much true to myself, and so is my fiance. He's also very much staying true to himself, so we can be true together and try to make it as personal as possible while also an enjoyable celebration. But only time will tell, because these are the concepts in our heads right now. But obviously we all know you make a plan, and that plan is literally just a plan. Things execute differently, so let's see. But I'm gonna have my lunchy lunch now and then get back to work. Fit of the day. Just shot like 7 TikToks trying to get ready. Messed up the main one, but it is what it is. Outfit, vibes. Pants are super sick and so cool. Reformation.
Wait, there. Pick up.
It's so beautiful today.
Oh, like
I
actually.
don't think the eye is of Sauron. Isn't the eye of like the power?
Oh, this is so compact, yo.
It is.
That's so cool.
Like it literally fits in your
I
pocket.
thought the
Oh, it's good for selfies and shit, eh?
But it's cool, like it'll actually like straight follow you.
Like if you move, so move.
Hey Max.
Oh,
Wow.
that's so cool.
That's why I like the eye. You know, in Lord of the Rings, the eye that. So is she gonna be recording all the clips? But like nowadays with the tech, is it that noticeably different now?
No, the 16 and the 17.
No, I mean like
His Google was crazy because I was like, Alok could see if someone landed on the moon.
I am dying.
this guy lost the moon. This guy lost the moon.
Just put the flag in.
Yo, I got the plane. I got the plane. I got it. I got
That
it.
was a beautiful picture if you caught.
So this would be all their parking.
Yeah, we just finished our first venue, and crazy quinky dinky. But they know some of Ralph's friends / coworkers who are not even local. Like we're talking like across the border, which is insane. But this venue, I think, was good.
What is your favorite part?
Honestly, it looks a lot nicer in real life than in pictures.
Yeah, I don't think the pictures.
The pictures looked kind of like ghetto, but like the drapery, I love that the drapery is included because drapery is so fucking expensive if you try to get it from a vendor. So for an indoor wedding, they include the drapery and all that stuff, and they seem flexible. I don't know. What about you? What was your favorite part?
The price.
Yeah, I don't want to say
Nah.
that outright, but yeah.
Nah, I agree. I don't think the pictures do it justice. Like,
Not at all.
But I also don't think they're hurting for business.
Not at all. And you know, it's funny because when I was on Reddit researching everything, they always recommended go for a place whose singular income isn't just weddings because then it'll be better priced.
They're not
It'll
gonna
be-
try to screw
They're not.
you
It's
over.
like there's no desperation on either ends. Like not from your end, from their end, right?
Yeah.
And also, it's really there's a lot of hotels nearby. Ceremony, I can find a temple near here. Do you know what I mean? Like on this side.
Yeah.
So that way, no
Well, we
one.
can keep that in mind. So if we go
Yeah.
with this, we'd have to find a place that we can do it nearby.
We're not going to be hurting for options because there's so many temples on this side too.
And this place is central, even central. It's tucked away. I wouldn't even know that was. I wouldn't even know that was back there. You know.
Yeah, and their reception timing is pretty good. Like they let you go on till 1 a.m. So that's sick. So like it's like if we booked, it would be from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m., which is
Their open bar was from 5:30 to 1. I think their open bar was from 5:30.
yeah. So that's really good. Yeah.
Dropped off for a reception here yesterday or something. They're coming to pick up their car after. That's what
They had a lit time.
Yeah.
Show you each one today, and then you can see what works best for you.
Okay.
This is our most popular location to host the ceremony on site.
You know what's crazy? Hold on. Hold on.
Are you recording the whole thing?
No, I started, but then it's doing that thing where it's not focusing on you.
Could be the lighting. Okay, hold on.
So this is crazy because the first venue we went to, I almost canceled and I thought I would hate it. The venue we're at, I thought I would love it, and this is the one I wanted to book. It's a complete 180. This is the one that I don't like at all. And the first one that we went to, I'm like, yes, let's go with that one. And
Which
this,
we almost cut.
yeah, which we literally almost got this morning. But I will also say this is where soft skills are super important.
because the girl greeted us. Ralph had emailed, so like she greeted him, didn't even ask me my name. Like, I was just like, okay. No, she didn't ask me my name. No, yeah, she didn't introduce herself. She didn't shake our hands, nothing. And that immediately, this is where soft skills literally are going to determine if your venue gets like thousands of dollars of business or not. Because, yeah, not a fan. This one's cut. Huh? What was your impression?
I was on the fence, but like there's other things that I saw that I'm
Like what?
the table, like to make it work.
Oh, you keep going out. Hold on.
To make it work for our numbers, it would have to be like 10 people per table.
And there's only 3 bathroom stalls.
I mean, that's not much different than any banquet hall you would rent. Right?
No, some banquet halls have like 10
5.
stalls.
No, some will have like 5. But you don't need 10. 10 is overkill too.
Yeah.
Like at that point, people can wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you know, you don't.
See, this is one of those things where it looked gorgeous in pictures, and in real life, it's just falling short. And then the first one we went to, it looked hideous in pictures, but then it looked great in real life. So it's one of those things where it's like you really need to scope out the scene and see what the vibes are. Having said that, though, this is really pretty. But it's not worth spending so much just for a little lake view. What do you think?
We're already on the same page.
I know, but I want to know more about your opinions and why.
The only getting access to the site at 3 p.m. is late.
Yep.
It would be like.
And then extra money for shots.
A lot of places were doing shit like that. But I did like their option that they said you can have shot bottles, which is fine. But we're not gonna. Okay, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna take this video for Nirali because she can't come up here because she's got 5-inch heels. So I just wanted to see what the water looks like up here. But ooh, look at that! Wow. Beautiful. Look at baby girl. Look at baby girl watching us over there. She's just looking at her. Look at her arms crossed, looking so. Huh? I am doing a selfie.
Yo, look, a sick artsy video yesterday.
Me. I mean, we've only seen 2 places. Jeez, come on, why are you gonna have to crawl for me?
He is. I respect his business model.
I think he sold it.
No, 100%.
Unintentionally.
I love how genuine and open he was. That is true.
One of those late night stations is gonna be poutine, you know that, right? It's definitely gonna be poutine as one of them.
So Ralph really likes that they have a Canadian flag because
Oh, you can show it in the back, right?
we're the all-Canadian couple.
Yeah.
But anyways, honestly,
I played hockey, she played curling.
Yeah.
In a league.
Yeah, championships.
You played curling in a league. You're the only person that I know that's done that.
Honestly, this is one of those things where just like dress shopping, you really gotta. You don't know what the vibe's gonna be until you go there. This venue seemed whatever, and then we're sold because the owner is so damn sweet and genuine.
It's definitely on the list.
It's on the list.
As in, like, we now see it, we like it. It's an option. It's a potential, right?
It's a strong option.
Yeah, I would say. Well, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Now, this is why I'm like the pros and cons. We gotta do the pros and cons.
Yeah.
Harding, we both agreed off the bat.
Hell to the no.
This is a
Business.
yes, I
A
would say.
strong yes.
And I really like him. He's really selling it for me too.
Yeah, same. Like his energy's so good. Just complete transparency and integrity, which is important for both of us. Like we literally will not even check out a photographer if they don't have their pricing listed online.
I mean, just like even his stories, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be lying, but I don't get the
I don't
vibe
think
that
he
he's-
was, yeah.
But just stuff that he said on his own.
Like his business model.
That I agree with. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
agree with. Like, I agree
Yeah.
with how he thinks. Yeah.
But let's
You know
flip
what?
you guys
We
around.
can go look at it. We're gonna.
Yeah. So this is the little dockage.
So it'd be like, we can say like it would be maybe like $3,000 more, but the benefit is this has DJ included. This has
Yeah.
centerpiece decor.
And they only do one event
I can't remember. I couldn't remember. Did he say what time we had for the outside?
anytime you want.
So many things. What are you trying to take a picture of?
I was trying to take
What are
it.
you doing?
And
You're gonna crawl next? Like,
feel about the tent rental?
I knew it wasn't going to be cheap. That's why I'm like, dude, that's expensive.
Yeah.
And then this person said, I just had back today for 110 people and 17,000.
Exactly. So I think this might be
That was
out.
about double what I was expecting.
I think this place might be out. It's fucked out here. But anyways, so today I booked. Yeah. So today we went to a venue. The last venue I thought it was close to Rome, where I thought we had the time confirmed, but we didn't. So now we're at a cafe instead.
We just started working on this earlier than we would have. I can't believe it.
This is out.
That's literally.
No, this is out.
That's actually just for food.
This is out. This place is out. It's beautiful. You know how I feel about it. It's out.
We'll probably have.
But this place is out because I also don't want to deal with the logistics of like
That's gonna-
coordinating the
I don't wanna
chairs,
deal with
tent up, set
I
up.
don't want to do it. If
The
we
whole
were to do
point-
this place,
Yeah.
we would need to hire a wedding coordinator,
Yeah.
which is
I
another
agree with
$5
that.
grand.
I agree
or
with
whatever,
that.
4
Yeah.
grand.
So no, this place is
So
out.
if we go by that, that's.
No. So really now we're just between.
It's not even looking at me. Nope. I can't track me right now. Oh, I feel like it locked on now. Nope. I want to track. Now the eye is Sauron. I see you. The One Ring.
To rule them all.
Waiting patiently to be picked up because we're going to drop off my ring for it to be resized, and there's gonna be a little personal engraving on it. But yeah, we were waiting to do that until obviously my fiance, feels like such a pick-me term, was back in town so we could do it together. So we're meeting near me and then gonna drive down together. My outfit I think is cute, but right now it's not looking too cute. It's kind of cold, not cold weather, so I'm wearing this because I couldn't find my stockings, and I'm wearing a mini skirt, so just to kind of offset the shortness of the skirt with the boots. But my outfit's cute. But yeah, I am sad to be parting ways with my ring, but it must be done temporarily, and then hopefully 2 weeks is the max they take. But before we go down, we might grab some food or something. I have a massive headache from work today. Like seriously, some people at work just, I don't know how they're functional adults with like have no, it's a mixture of competence along with courtesy, you know what I mean? But yeah, right now I am listening to a podcast with this neurologist. It's really, I forget her name, which feels disrespectful, but I just learned that we actually don't just have 5 senses, we actually have 35 senses so far, recorded or observed. So I'm very curious to learn more about it. I feel like I've just become stagnant internally, in the sense that I've just gone below the surface. And what I mean by that is I used to be someone who really believed in mind over matter, mind-body connection, all of that. And as it happens with a lot of adults, like life just kind of beats you down. You become a part of the mundane. The mundane becomes you. You become the mundane. And it just becomes like this autopilot situation. And that's where I'm at. And I just want to tap back into like my soul, for for the lack of a better word. I want to tap back to my soul and intrinsically who I am, and kind of just become more mindful, and also understand how the mind body works and have it work for me rather than against me. I do miss living. Okay, we are living, but we're not living. We're biologically living, but not spiritually or mentally living. So I really want to just tap back into that. And yeah, another thing I do want to talk about is kind of just a disappointment of some friendships, and I don't want to get too deep into it, obviously, because this is relatively public, but the disappointment of friendships, especially in adult years, where you feel like the common courtesy isn't necessarily extended both ways, and you've tried again and again during multiple different life events, and it's just, it falls flat. And there's only so much benefit of the doubt that you can give someone, and friendship does go both ways. No matter where you are in your life and where your friend is in their life, friendship ultimately goes both ways, and that's not to say that you're perfect or they're perfect, but it's a matter of respect. I think mutual respect goes a very long way, and I was reading somewhere where it's like friendship truly begins at the point of conflict, because it's where you get to know each other or where you can kind of resolve your issues. And I'm also coming to the realization that this is not a place where I can have healthy conflict or I can feel comfortable bringing anything up. So I just need to just kind of move accordingly and not get so disappointed and upset when a friendship doesn't come to fruition the way I always imagined it would, even though it's been a friendship for years and years and years. And especially when it doesn't come with an apology or any sort of closure or just, like I said, respect. It sucks, but such is life, I guess. We move on and move forward. But yeah, it's really interesting because conflict is where friendship can truly build, and when you feel like you can't even have a space to do that, it's not really a friendship. It's more, it becomes like an acquaintanceship, right? Like, we don't need to hang out, we can just talk when we talk. We don't need to hang out when like I don't feel valued, or like certain circumstances I'm in don't feel valued. And it's just like, there's only like I feel like I've extended myself to other people's milestones throughout, and I really am. I try to be present for that, if not physically. Like, I try to be there, even like message wise, or just try to do it respectfully. But there, oh, phone call. Anyways, you get the point. BRB. Pivot.
I bet.
Doing our favorite activity, ordering to eat Thai food. Yo, this is a whole new section.
Yeah, but they're always adding
I guess so.
That'll give me a long time, but it's not long at all.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes.
This guy just gave it like 5 minutes ago.
So if I didn't go pee, yeah. Trying to do some photos at home. Ralph, you want to come in? Yeah, come here. I still have one outfit to my dad's steaming it. This one is kind of whatever, so we're just gonna do this one in the house. He looks good though. You wanna talk through your outfit? This
Got
is the
these
outfit.
pants yesterday. Got this shirt probably, or someone was wearing it, but had it for a while.
Same with this dress. Okay. Well, my dad really ironed it to perfection. look number 4 or 5, I've lost count. This is the NYX Lip Ivy stain, so it's gonna come off. It's not gonna be this dark. It's the color Mocha Me Wet, but for this one, it's a casual denim fit. We're matching. You know, I told my sister to become an e-street photographer because these photos be hidden, okay? Hidden. But yeah, this is, my hair is also gonna fall out a lot more, but for now, I'm just letting it chill while we take a little break and we energize. Okay, I find that half my life is commuting, but anyways, I'm at Whole Foods because I need to get, it's Thanksgiving weekend in Canada and I have my first Thanksgiving feast that I'm going to, and obviously, as always, it's important to remember that this land was taken from natives, so always have that at the forefront of your mind during the celebrations. But it's my first time and it's with a bunch of friends that I'm super excited about, and we're also doing a sleepover. But anyways, I need to get some, it's a potluck. I need to get an apple pie and some ice cream. I'm also going to look for some gluten-free options. Everyone's cooking. That is not my MO, so I will not be cooking, and because of that I am at Whole Foods to try to make up for it. But yeah, makeup of the day, I kind of really like it. Honestly, this is what I'm most comfortable in, like, you know, 5-minute makeup like this. I only say that because I did a heavier look yesterday and I felt very uncomfortable. But at Whole Foods, so let's see what the haps is, and then we gotta get going because we're going over an hour away. Woohoo! But it's gonna be fun, so it's all good. Okay, back at a different grocery store because I need to get ice cream and I need a big tub, and the Whole Foods sizes were not cutting it. But I gotta shout out this Whole Foods dark chocolate latte iced. Oh my god, this is delicious. It's better than anything I've tried at Starbucks. I need to find a way where I can compliment things without insulting something else, but you know what I mean? Like, this is actually delicious. Like, I'm not forcing myself to like it because of the cost of it. So good. But let's do a little haul of what I got so far. So I got these 2 dessert balls that are gluten-free. It's called Gluten-Free Brothers. One is chocolate chip cookie dough and the other one is birthday cake. Sounds delicious. Then I also got this Daya gluten-free pumpkin spice cheesecake because I can't get the regular pumpkin pie. The man there was so sweet. I asked for gluten-free and he took me to egg-free and nut-free, which is fine. And then, like, obviously I didn't find anything there, and then when I went back to that like pie station, he's like, oh, there's more at the back. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's where I got this one, this Daya one. And then I got a pumpkin pie for the regular eaters. I'm also not a regular eater. And then I got like this apple pie in this version. I don't know why this lady's honking so much. Like, the road is clear for her. I don't know. But anyways, so back at a different grocery store, we're gonna pick up the ice cream, and then the next footage will be at the party.
That's sick.
Right?
Yo,
Hold on. Wait.
Does
I'll
it
put it
keep
on you. I'll put it on you. So now move.
Oh, damn.
Great.
That's sick.
Yo, what do you gotta say? Okay.
Yo, what's going on? Go Leafs, go.
Did they lose?
No. Did they lose?
I don't know. Did they?
I think they're still playing. Oh,
He's on. Yo, he took a really artsy video with it. Oh yeah. Thank you.
it will track you. That's why it's called the Eye of Sauron.
He looks very light. Everyone else was not that graceful.
Please tell me you're recording.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like.
Everyone else was not that graceful. No.
No. You can't keep up.
She was a fairy. Okay, be a fairy.
No way.
Just do this.
Okay, that's Bungra.
Yep.
Here, actually put this. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there. Oh, can I actually put this? Divya, you said I can eat the shrimp.
Why are you standing there?
Anything in there? It's all like normal.
We gotta train it up.
What is that?
Roshan redemption! Redemption! Yo! Roshan redemption!
And like, so like vlogging, but like, yeah, but like people do that. Like, you just put it. We need
I'm scared.
bro, yeah, guys.
Everyone stand
Let's go,
around
let's go,
the
let's go.
table right now.
Everybody, final picture of the photo before we get fucked up. I think I need ice.
It is actually Thanksgiving Day today, so the long weekend. It's a Monday, and my first Thanksgiving events were fantastic. 10 out of 10, no notes. Oh my god, vegetarian turkey stuffing, delicious. Devoured that multiple times yesterday and today, but I need to, holy crap, go on a detox because my body is 99% carbs right now and I'm feeling it, but it was amazing, and it's definitely a tradition that I want to partake in and also do my own thing once, like, you know, I start my own household, even if it's just me, but I think I do see the value in going to a shelter or something to volunteer, because today I'm not doing anything. I easily could have gone, but maybe next year. I mean, outside of volunteering on the norm, I would think I would also like to do it on Thanksgiving, but it was really great to see everyone. It was fun, a lot of good energy. Like, my cup feels full and I'm just food induced post-nap session, but tomorrow work begins, which is obviously not something that I'm looking forward to. I mean, who is? But this weekend was really great. Honestly, this weekend went downtown, went venue hunting, finalized a venue for 2 of our 4 events, and it was just really good. I was very social and active this week, and as much as I love being in my house, I'm coming to the unfortunate realization that I do like socializing, I do like getting dressed, I do like going out, I do like meeting people, I do like talking and interacting and, like, you know, just having conversations with different types of people. So as much as I love being lazy and a homebody, I think I like being outside even more. So I need to get back into that because COVID really did a number, and just, like, you know, as you grow up, like, friendships change, all that stuff, like, different, like, everyone goes on their own path, all that good stuff that I'm sure everyone's going through. But I definitely want to make more of an effort to go out, be a part of the community a little bit more. And it was just really nice, really good vibes. And it was so sick because during the venue hunting, we went venue hunting 3 days.
each of those days I got complimented by a girly on different articles of clothing. So the first day, and yeah, I remember this because I have not met new people in so long. Like usually I'm in the office or home, so interacting with the same people. So it was so nice to see some new faces and have these interactions. And yeah, it boosted me. Girls, you know that when a girl compliments you, it's of the highest degree and of the highest honor. So the first day I got a compliment on my jeans. I was wearing my Gap jeans that are kind of like 80s inspired slightly, but with its own 90s twist. So I got a compliment on that. The second day, the girl complimented me on my jacket, my Uniqlo Barnyard jacket or barn jacket, whatever it's called. Super cute, super comfy. And I was like, oh my god, girl, it's from Uniqlo, $60, $70. And she's like, no way. And then, it was really fun. And then the third day, we were at a bar after everything, and the girl complimented me on my Aritzia coat. And I was like, she's like, I love your coat. I'm like, girl, I got it from Aritzia on sale. And she's like, maybe I can get it on sale and just wear it next year. I'm like, that's what I did. Their sales are like in December, January. Wait for it. Do not buy it full price. It's their wool coat. I think the Connor coat. I have it in that brown color, but clearly I'm so gassed because I'm still talking about it days later. But I don't know. I just miss that kind of girlhood. I miss being out. I miss all of that. So weirdly enough, maybe this winter, which is hibernation season for me usually, I'll make more of an attempt to be out and about. But yeah, last week I feel like I've lived so many lives in the last few days, which has been great. So last week we checked out the venues, and then Thanksgiving weekend was a lot of fun. It was so good. Like genuinely, it brought me so much joy. And then today is the last day I'm gonna be eating like this because I still have some more stuffing that I want to finish because it's so delicious. I can't stop. But yeah, just lamenting today. C'est la vie. Just finished work. I'm still sick. Honestly, I'm wearing my Winnie the Pooh pants outside, going on a little photo walk. But yeah, honestly, this Friday's been really something because coworkers, or honestly even friends who have no integrity, really make me LOL because it's like, this is what you want to spend your life and energy doing when there's so many better or bigger fish to fry. But it's okay. It's all done now. Brought my little camera, Silverbeard, out. So I'm gonna take some pics. It's starting to drizzle, so I should probably cover this camera up because this is not water resistant. But views. This will last probably, another 1 or 2 weeks. Happy Good New Year, or it might be Hindu New Year, I'm not really sure, but just chilling outside, enjoying the last few days of this chilly weather before it gets cold, and kind of also just cringing because, y'all, when you send a message, make sure you're sending it to the right person, if you know what I mean. I don't want to get too into it, but oh my god. These are easily avoidable mistakes, but I said I wouldn't make wedding planning my whole personality, but I'm winging so much of it because I don't know what other option I have, obviously, because I don't know, like, I don't have any family here, and like my close friends who have gotten married here, like I'm doing it a little bit differently because obviously I'm Jane, and then we're also doing a Christian service, anyways, whatever. So I was on the phone with my phone a few days ago, and I was like, oh yeah, like there's a girl in Hyderabad making my blouse, and she's like, oh, like a Hyderabadi girl in Canada? I'm like, no, a girl in Hyderabad. So she's making the blouse for the Hindu ceremony, and then I get it in a few days. So if it's bad, it's bad. I don't know. We'll see. And she's like, is this how you plan a wedding? Is this how you do things? Do things with care? And I'm just like, honestly, yeah, this is how I plan a wedding. I'm literally just like winging it and like having my shots in the dark to see what lands, and if it lands, great. If it doesn't, well then I also don't see the point in like shopping around too much, because if I like something, I like it. That's a decision made. For someone very indecisive, I feel like I'm making really good progress with like how quickly I decide on something with the whole wedding planning stuff. And I don't know if it's because I just want to get it done with. I don't think it's that. I think it's just like this level of confidence. Like, okay, like the important part of all of this is obviously the marriage and like sharing this moment with others. Everything else is kind of like supplementary. So I think it's just having that awareness and importance to like what feels
like the priority. And yeah, like outfits, makeup, all that stuff is very important. Like I want to feel good, want to look good, want to make sure it's something I like and feel comfortable in, all that stuff. But equally, like, it is what it is. I think it'll be fine. Like there is a level of, I guess, certainty or steadiness that I have that it's gonna be fine. So I think a lot of it is also like, if you're around people who constantly tell you it is stressful, it's going to be stressful, I think you just automatically go in with that mindset even without intending to. It's like one of those things, honestly, like this is such a tangent, but like I've never had an issue with walking in heels because in India I grew up in India. I didn't realize, no one told me that walking in heels is considered hard. So when I first started walking in heels, it was fine. And people would be like, how? And I'm like, I didn't know it was hard. So I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, the more you tell yourself it's stressful or difficult, the more it just, you give life to that kind of sentiment. Not to say that things going wrong isn't stressful, of course it is, but I think there's like also a level of acceptance that you should have, that things won't exactly go to plan, but as long as you have an idea of what's important to you and your partner and the guests and the guest experience, then everything else kind of like can fall into place, even with things going wrong here and there. So anyways, yeah, the blouse is going to be shipped out, so I'll get it in a few days. And is it like my dream ideal like designer blouse? It's a blouse I designed, so I'm happy with it. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm sure if I researched for hours on end and for days and months and years on end, maybe there's a blouse that I like better, but like my blouse is good, I like it, and that's enough for me. So yeah, this is how I plan a wedding, apparently, in the dark and just winging it. And other than that, today was pretty good. Went into work, socialized a bit, so that's always good. Want to make more of an effort with that whole idea and concept, even if it's superficial. Honestly, sometimes superficial conversations do the job, so that's not a biggie. And like, there is an art to conversating and discussions, and I just want to get back into it and, like, you know, exercise that muscle. So other than that, I was pretty sick the last 2 weeks. Or not last 2 weeks, last week. So during Diwali I was very sick. I'm actually sick today too, but feeling a lot better than yesterday. Like yesterday I was just in bed. So with this newfound energy, I don't want to take it for granted and start cleaning and organizing and just, like, you know, start this new year on a bang, Hindu New Year. But yeah, other than that, just vibing out. Okay, I just got a call saying my ring is ready for pickup. Yay! I was really stressing about that because we weren't getting the confirmation for a while, and we gave the ring 2 weeks ago. The only part I am nervous about is where they did the engraving and how they did it, because initially when we gave it in with a piece of paper of what we wanted to engrave it with, and then the girl wrote something else. And then we go back and we're like, hey, we wanted this. And she's like, oh, that's fine. I'm mildly dyslexic, so it's fine. You know, they're going to get the image anyway. So I'm like, okay, I don't know. So I'm kind of like, I feel like I'm in for, I don't know which way it's going to go. But hopefully it's good. I hope it goes in a good direction, and hopefully I'm stressing for nothing. But at least the ring is ready as far as we know. So gotta trek out tomorrow for that. Oh, let's see how that goes. Take you guys along. About to go pick up my engagement ring from being resized and engraved. Honestly, I'm a little bit nervous because with the engraving, we realized after she never really asked us where we want the engraving, and then she reached out for the font after, even though like we had sent the image, and then initially she put down the wrong thing. I don't know. Anyways, the ring is ready, and I've been waiting like 2-3 months, I think, losing track of time, for it to be resized. We only gave it to be resized 2 weeks ago because we wanted to go together, so long distance problems. But anyways, I'm excited to see how this ring looks once it finally fits, so I hope it's all good. And then after giving it, I found on Reddit that usually you should size up 0.25 because your finger swelling and like your finger can change as you know, get older, sickness, inflammation, you never know. And I didn't do that, so I don't know. Let's go see. Let's hope for the best and see how this goes.
just picked up my ring and all is well. I was stressing for no reason, thank God. The engraving is there the way it was supposed to be, and it's sized in a way like size 4 is still like not tight on me, so that's good. But this is the first time I'm wearing it where it's not like literally swirling on my finger, so like feel like I'm wearing it for the first time. Love it. But yeah, the whole process is officially complete. On the way home, not on the way home, but gonna drive back home now because I gotta log back in for worky work. Back on my comfy couch. I'm probably gonna wrap up like the vlogging for fall time here because we're nearing the end of October, you know. But yeah, I just got my sari blouse today for the wedding. It's cute. I like it. It's just so interesting because I have a short torso, but like this is the first time I feel like I've had a blouse that was fully measured to my proportions to where it actually makes it look like I have a torso. Not a long torso, but it looks like I have a torso because usually it just eats me up. But yeah, got the blouse, so the wedding outfit is good. Now I just need to figure out hair and makeup, and that's like a whole struggle. Did I jinx myself by saying everything was fine? I don't know, maybe, because like the makeup girl I really liked, who was decently priced, non-responsive. So I don't know like if it's like that right now. Obviously it's nerve-wracking to think like if I go with her, is she gonna be communicative when it actually matters? I mean, it matters now too, but you know what I mean. So I got the recommendation of a close friend, so I messaged her girl, so let's see how it goes, you know, because it's kind of interesting up in the air. And then we're working on our save the dates. Messaged two of our top choice photographers, or no, two of my top choice photographers, because we haven't even had the proper conversation to like shortlist just to see if they were available. They're not. So like I feel like photographers are even more elusive than venues. Like they get booked out like way in advance, and there's a limited number of photographers I actually like when it comes to their photography style and being able to capture like the Hindu wedding and the significance of the different things that you do. That would be nice to be captured, you know. So let's see. But yeah. Also, I just want to say I was using the Redken shampoo since January, and my hair was falling out from my scalp the entire year. And I kept thinking it was because of stress, even though I wasn't overly stressed out this year. So it didn't make sense. But it was literally, it would come out in clumps, especially when my hair was wet, but honestly, equally so when it was dry. Like it was just from the root, it would just fall out. So it wasn't breakage from the ends. That's how I knew it wasn't, you know, to do with like the care for the hair. I thought it was maybe something internal. Started drinking amla powder and all that stuff. Anyways, I switched back to drugstore shampoo. My hair looks so much better. It falls out way less. Like I don't see it falling from the root to the same degree at all. Now it feels like regular shedding. And another shampoo that I use regularly that's been killing it is the Aveeno. Oh my god, that makes my hair look so luminous, and like even when I sleep with wet hair, it's still so soft and like, you know, not it's not full of knots when I wake up in the morning. Like my hair, it's thin, but like keep in mind I've lost so much hair this year, and I'm blaming the Redken shampoo, but it looks, yeah, this looks thicker than what it looked like when I was using Redken, believe it or not. And like I'm not saying I have new hair growth, I'm just saying that it just looks fluffier with the CeraVe shampoo, and my hair loss, or like, you know, just it falling out from the scalp is more contained now with my drugstore shampoos. So honestly, I've spent my entire life using drugstore shampoos. I don't know why I tried to drink the Kool-Aid. Sometimes you get caught up in this shit, especially with so much overconsumption, on social media. I fell victim to it. So this is just your reminder to do what makes sense for you and what's worked for you in the past, no matter what social media is trying to tell you. Because I was losing hair for 9 months, girl, like 9 months. So yeah, hopefully I can revive it now that I'm back to my drugstore shampoo, and I'm also back to eating cleaner. I got really sick last week, like for almost like a weekish, so I was decommissioned So I need to get back in my workout bag because it was Thanksgiving, then I got sick. So basically I've lost like 2-3 weeks. All of October I've lost. And I just felt like a pretzel yesterday. So I did some Pilates because I'm like, this is no bueno. I need to do better. Like, this doesn't even feel good. I have gone back into podcasts because I feel like I was brain running a little bit too much. Met up with my close high school friends yesterday, which was delightful. My cup always feels so full after hanging out with them. I feel so inspired, motivated, and just like relaxed. And it's so joyful. So that was excellent. And then, yeah, today was obviously a work day. Or maybe not so obviously. Today's a Monday. So it was a work day. And yeah. That's the updates I have for now, but this week I want to spend just getting back into the routine and the groove of everything. I want to start journaling. I want to start building better habits because hibernation season is upon us. I need to build a new vision board. Oh my god. My previous vision board, like I feel like 25% of it manifested. Don't necessarily love that word, but whatever, manifested into reality. So like need to, just grind a little bit harder where I can. So let's see how that goes. But these are just things I want to be on top of for this week. Bye.